Welcome back to the History Club podcast. Yay!
Yes, we know it's been a long time and we are so sorry, but we have a very special episode queued up. If you've forgotten, this is Owen, I'm Campbell.
Yes.
And if you've forgotten from last season, this is Ronan.
Yes.
And we have a very special guest. Please welcome Will.
Will.
Hooray.
Yes.
And also a shout out to our live audience.
Live audience.
We're here. You can hear
That's
them.
true.
You can hear them.
That's true.
How's everyone feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good?
Tastes pretty good.
Guess you're cake now?
Yeah, I guess I'm cake now.
Will, is this your first time on a podcast?
Let me think about that. I think so. You know, I've had many people in my past have talked about doing a podcast, but you know, we never really got the ball rolling.
We're the first to execute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it? Nervous?
I feel pretty good. I don't know what the target audience is here, or what the how many people this is going out to.
Millions.
Yes.
Millions.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Millions of
Biden's
fans.
in the audience.
Yes,
that's
Joe
great.
Biden
That's
loves
great.
this podcast.
Chocolate chip.
Oh, you know that
Ooh.
one, Joe?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
All right. You want to start off?
No, I want you to start
You want me to
off.
start off? Okay. Wonderful. Well, we did briefly mention this in the open of the video, but we're going to start off by discussing the famous "Guess I'm Cake Now" video.
Oh.
Yes. What started your interest in videos of that nature?
Well, when I first discovered it, you know, I said, "Hey, I can put myself into videos, doing whatever I want." It was pretty cool. I don't remember the first video I made, but I know that I said to people in my Discord server, I said, "Hey, I can make myself doing stuff. What do you want to see me do?" And people were like, "Make you turning into cake," and I'm like, "Okay, I may as well." So I generated it and I showed it to them. They're like, "Wow, this is the greatest thing since sliced cake." So people just had to have more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the AI slop videos.
Yeah.
I usually am not a big fan of AI, but there's something magical about your artistry when it comes to AI videos.
The slop thickens.
Yeah.
What are your favorite AI videos that you've crafted?
I mean, the cake one is definitely up there. I'm trying to think. There's one where I'm making a giant bowl of soup. One where I'm solving the 3-body problem. Another where I'm turning the entire North America into like a wheat farm.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
And as an artist, how do you feel like you balance like this Discord server of all your fans? How do you balance what they want and what you want to make?
I mean, usually most of what I'm making is kind of what's requested. Sometimes, like Ronan earlier requested something that was a little too specific, but I'll see what I can do. I definitely like to. I don't necessarily want to turn anything down. You know, sometimes even a really odd request turns out very, very strange results. There was one, me becoming a chia pet, that was honestly a little strange, a little frightening even. But you know, sometimes it can be humorous. You know, sometimes you just you get something that you weren't expecting, but it works out in the end.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
I know my requests have been getting more meta recently.
Yeah,
Oh.
but I'll do my best.
Yeah. What's your most recent request from?
So there's been 2 recent ones. First was John Malkovich, but it's Will Dorman.
That's fascinating.
And then the most recent was the Ludovico treatment from Clockwork Orange, but it's Will Dorman, watching Will Dorman slop.
Yeah.
This is all.
Yeah.
Just want some new.
Would you say Ronan is your top requester?
Probably. I'd have to say he's up there. He is like he's probably one of the #1 fans among others.
Yeah.
When the inspiration hits, I have to.
Yeah.
request.
You have to go.
I said,
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Such fascinating. Oh, and if you could request one, what would you request?
Ooh. Put him on a podcast.
On podcast.
Let's see what happens.
What kind of podcast? Like who would I be speaking to?
Joe?
I was
Joe
gonna say
Biden.
Joe Biden. Okay, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can
See what
do.
you can cook up?
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys would talk about, but
I don't know, whatever. I don't know. It could be anything.
ice cream.
Ice cream. Flavored ice cream
cream.
flavor.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip.
there you go.
I don't know, what is my favorite ice cream flavor? It's probably that's It's actually a bit difficult. I'd say my favorite depends on the establishment. My favorite
Mhm.
ice cream flavor from Sully's Ice Cream in
Mm.
Chelmsford is probably black raspberry Oreo,
Yep.
top spot. But I'd say there's a new Cold Stone Creamery in
Mhm.
Westford, and I'd say the number one order would be it would be sweet cream ice cream
Ooh.
with brownie,
Oh.
pie crust,
Oh my gosh.
and
He's going crazy.
Yeah.
a bit of marshmallow.
Mhm.
Wow.
All right, it's a great order. A friend of mine ordered that. I tried it. I was like, "Ooh, that's good." So I just had to have it again.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We're gonna have to try it.
Yeah, it is. It is
Yeah.
very good. You know, you want to balance. You ultimately want something fruity. You want something nutty. You want something chocolatey, something vanilla-y, and a fifth more sinister thing. And that gives you the best of all worlds.
Of all worlds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you a man that enjoys ice cream in a cup or a cone?
I'm definitely cup supremacy. I mean, a
Oh.
cone can be all right if you're on the move, or you
Mm.
you don't want to just like you want to take it with you. You don't want to be looking around for a recycling bin.
Yeah.
If you just want to be able to eat the whole thing, cone and all, it's good. If I am getting a cone, it might be worth the splurge on the waffle cone,
Mhm.
or having or even the dipped waffle cone with the chocolate and the sprinkles,
Ooh,
just for some
that's
extra
good stuff.
pizzazz.
Yeah.
It also helps seal it so it doesn't start leaking at the top.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But really, bottom leakage is the problem. But once you're at the bottom, it gets a little moist. So when you eat it, it's not dry. It has kind of a nice residual ice cream flavor to it. So
Yeah.
it works out. It's pretty
Mhm.
ingenious.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
If you could recommend a new ice cream order for Joe Biden to try, what would you put together for him?
I don't know. He's been around the block for a
Yeah.
while, so I don't know. I think he's had most of ice cream flavors, unless he's like a friend of mine who only likes vanilla.
Oh.
Now, I'm never taking the ice cream again. But I'd say if I had to give Joe Biden an ice cream flavor, it would probably be probably mint. Or it would be mint Oreo,
Mm.
Mhm.
or probably like a marshmallow
Ooh.
a marshmallow sweet pecan.
Oh.
I think that could work.
That does kind of scream Joe Biden.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you would like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in Boston for St. Patty's Day.
Was
Really?
he?
Just recently, yeah.
Oh yeah, with Joe
Yeah.
Kennedy.
Yes.
Yes, I saw that.
My two favorite Irishmen.
Yes.
Just like the movie The Irishman.
Yeah. What do you think about that movie?
Yeah.
I haven't seen all of it. I think that was the one with was that the one with Robert De Niro?
Yes.
Yeah, it was very surprising. They had a ton of A-list actors in there, and the film kind of just flopped at the box office and critically. I
Yeah.
don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a certain scene.
You love to quote it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's been cut from the paw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out the bloopers. Actually, it's not even.
It's not in the bloopers.
No, it's not even.
It's not in the bloopers.
We're iffy on that one.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be next time. Who knows?
Yeah.
Some good cider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Try this.
Yeah. I never have actually.
Me neither. I've always just been too scared to.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's seriously good.
That's
Wow.
pretty good. Yeah, you're a big fan of movies, as we could establish. You know The Irishman. So I want to ask you a very interesting question. Your 4 favorite movies. I know this is a very tough question.
Yeah, it is a very tough question for me, but
Yeah.
I'd say because it's a top 4,
Mhm.
top number 1 movie is hardest. That kind of changes with time.
Yeah.
There's some movies when I was a wee lad, maybe I'm talking 5th grade. Cars 2 was pretty peak.
That's
And
true.
It still is. It's
Mhm.
still. I know a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't care for it. And I can understand why.
Mhm.
But I think it's still an enjoyable film.
Yeah.
I always come back. To it.
Mm.
Yeah.
But top 4 films, I'd say I'll have to speak as of late.
Yeah.
I'd say I saw Iron Lung. That was pretty good. Some
Mhm.
people. I know a friend of mine didn't like it. I don't know. He didn't. Yeah, he wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah.
I can understand why, but I thought it
Mhm.
was a very enjoyable film. It had a very simple premise, and it made something very simple very entertaining through like the cinematography, the way it was directed. I think it was can be a very confusing at points, but overall solid film, very enjoyable. I also probably say I don't know if we're ranking this, but in general, There'll Be Blood. I watched recently. You know, I quote the movie very frequently. It's a very quotable film, even though it didn't have do a lot for pop culture, but it's very quotable. You know, it's kind of like the antithesis of like Avatar. You know.
Yeah.
Like, there's no good quotable lines from the movie except for the one where he's like waking up and he's like, "Bad crop, bro, we're gonna starve." You know what I'm talking about?
Unfortunately, I don't remember this
It
line.
wasn't a line. It wasn't a line.
know
It's like a meme.
I know
It's like
the
that
name.
one stupid image. I don't know. But I'd say, yeah, Iron Lung, There'll Be Blood. I've also watched. What did I watch? I'm trying to think. I know it was on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. We can come back to it, but I know I've got some others.
We'll circle back.
We'll circle
Yeah,
back.
we'll circle back to that.
Yeah. While we're on There Will Be Blood, do you have a favorite line?
That's tough. I'm probably split between the scene where he says what would you give me for it? I don't know. Something you don't know? Yes, that's right. Or I'm the third revelation. I'm who the Lord has chosen. Because that's just like, you can use that anytime.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you could be in a conversation with somebody and be like, "You're not the chosen brother." And they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
You know?
Ronan sometimes pulls that out
Yeah.
just in random conversation.
Yeah. It catches them off guard long enough for you to hit them with the bowling pin.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite line, Ronan?
Well, I drink your milk.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
drink it
Drink
up
it up.
every day. Blood of lamb from Bandy's tract.
Yes.
Can you guys do a scene with each other, do you think?
Maybe. I don't...
No, not to talk about it.
It comes naturally. In
Yeah,
Okay.
it would have to be like the last scene, but I don't know if I know it. I don't know it clean. The only scene I know clean is the steamed ham scene from The Simpsons. You know? Well, so I just know it because I just sat down one day. I'm like, I'm just gonna memorize this.
You just studied it?
Because it was a big meme in 2018 or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just committed it to memory. Then I've never forgotten it.
You still remember the V monologue?
Yeah, I remember that where he introduced himself. Do you want me to say it right now, or can we save that for later?
I think it would be impressive if you could.
Yeah.
I rattled it off the other day. Where he comes up and he's like, "Voila! In view, a humble vaudevillian veteran, cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the vox populi, now vacant, vanished. However, this valorous visitation of a bygone vexation stands verified, and has vowed to vanquish these venal and virulent vermin vanguarding vice, and vouchsafing the violently vicious and voracious violation of volition. The only verdict is vengeance, a vendetta. Hell is a votive, not in vain, for the value and veracity of such shall one day vindicate the vigilant and the virtuous. Verily, this vicious was of verbiage fears most verbose. Let me simply add that it is my very good honor to meet you, and you may call me V."
That was beautiful. That moved me, actually.
Yeah, there's 49 V's in the monologue, and the 50th one is one he carves on the wall.
Oh,
Ooh.
I
Yeah, it's a fun fact.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
good
That's a fun
trivia.
fact.
Yeah.
That's good
Yeah.
trivia.
Wow.
Yeah. It was the spring of 2024. I was just again sitting in my dorm room, and I'm like, I just watched the scene. I'm like, I should just remember this.
I need this.
I spent the whole evening just memorizing it.
Wow.
That's-
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't come up much, but sometimes it's like, oh, it's like I think the first time I saw it was in this like meme. It was like it's like a YouTube commenter is like, "Sorry for my bad English." That's like the English in question. It's just that monologue.
Wow.
Thank you, Matrix
Yeah.
twins.
Yeah.
And has your interest in movies kind of inspired your future pathway as a student? Would you say?
I think so. Interesting story. I'll keep it brief.
Okay.
But when I was originally going into looking to college,
Mhm.
looking at colleges and looking like for what I was going to do, I was thinking about I like filmmaking, but I don't know about the opportunity. So I thought, well, maybe I could go into computer science because I took programming classes and it was somewhat interesting to me. But then I saw that it required 4 years of calculus, and I said,
Oof.
no, In no
That's
world
brutal.
will I ever subject myself to that. I have not fully understood math since 6th grade. As soon as 7th grade hit, I knew enough to survive, but never enough to really prosper. You know,
Yeah.
you show me a polynomial, and I couldn't tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I said, you know what? Maybe film, like especially like screenwriting, is more up my alley because
Mhm.
you know I wrote a script back in 2019.
Yep.
It was absolutely terrible and was filled with every single bad writing cliche in the book. But you learn from those experiences. You know,
That's
if you
true.
learn, if you know everything not to do, then you know what to do. You know, because you simply have to not do what you did before.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
you know, every time you produce something that's terrible, but you know it's terrible, and you know why it's terrible, then you can build on that. And you can get to something that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
In an ocean of slop, you can find a gem.
That's beautiful.
That's-
That's inspiring. Yes.
This is great.
And so you're a film major, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, cinema and photography, but concentrating in cinema. And I'm also
nice.
I'm minoring in screenwriting. So
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
I've done a lot of writing last semester. It was so much writing. I had two writing. Pretty much the screenwriting class is not a writing intensive, but it should be
okay.
because I had to write an entire 100-page feature film script.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I got to my I set a record in Final Draft, the screenwriting software, for 12 and a half hours
Oh
in
my
a single
gosh.
day.
Wow.
And that was my
Brutal.
final. That was for my final, and I got it done. It was 6:30 in the morning. The sun had not risen, but I've been awake around the clock, and I got it done.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what your script was about, or is that a secret? For
It's not a secret. It's
Okay.
just that I don't know what it is about me, but I have a lot of ideas that I keep on the back burner that I work on, and every time I have a screenwriting class, I don't know why I do this or for what reason, but I always choose the most objectively challenging and difficult stories to write for the class in which I'm graded and have a strict time requirement on what I have to write. So I always get into these situations where I'm writing this very difficult, complex storyline that doesn't always make sense,
Mhm.
and I'm just kind of and I'm like, okay, I have 6 weeks to write 100 pages and finish my outline, have everything make sense, and it's the story was very complicated, probably more complicated than it needed to be.
Mhm.
And after you write 120 pages, and then you collapse out of exhaustion. You get some time to look back on your work and think about it. So to answer that question, that was an extremely long-winded answer, and if I go off the rails, you can
No.
We
We
can
want you to
rope
get
me
off the
in.
rails.
This is what you're here
Okay.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would say I could probably go into it later. It's very much it's kind of complicated, but I can if I can collect my thoughts in the background, and
Okay, that's
then
good.
we can we'll circle back
circle
to it,
back.
and
Yeah.
I'll give you something concise.
Okay, that sounds
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah. And what do you think are the
It's so good.
And you have a second cup.
Yeah,
waiting
you got
there.
it. You got 2.
Oh yeah, it's probably perfect temperature.
Oh, that's great.
Oh wow.
So you have to drink it as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And it's gone.
Nice.
Beautiful. And now he's just going right in for the second one.
Yeah, I got some chamomile tea here. It's delicious. I'll probably have some tea later tonight as well.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a
Crazy.
big tea drinker. You know who's I know on my mom likes drinking tea. My
Mhm.
dad will drink tea occasionally, but my grandmother drank a lot of tea. She was a big tea fan, or so
Yeah.
I'm told.
Hmm.
Not my grandmother, actually. No, my great grandmother was a very big
Okay.
tea fan.
Mhm.
My grandmother was also a big tea fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have a favorite type of tea?
chamomile is probably my favorite.
Nice.
I think I enjoy it out of spite. Because my
Spite.
dad said he hates it because it tastes like lawn clippings. I think it tastes delicious, or maybe I just really like the taste of lawn clippings.
Mm.
I don't know, but he also likes, artichokes and olives. So you have to take his opinion with a grain of salt.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
He also doesn't like broccoli, which is one of the greatest vegetables ever.
Yeah. I agree.
Was it George H.W. who also hate broccoli?
Yeah, it's George H.W.
Yeah.
Doesn't like broccoli.
Why?
Wow.
The Simpsons make fun of him. It's not fair.
How do you guys feel about broccoli?
I'm pro broccoli.
Pro-
It is one of the best. It
I think I
absorbs. It's
agree.
got the surface area
Yeah.
for the sauce, but it also absorbs flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
That's
Like
a
it
chef.
go like butter and garlic. It's
Yeah.
perfect. Salt, butter, garlic, and pepper. You can't get much better than that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and if you cook it very well, it's unbeatable, honestly.
Yeah. Even if you don't cook it well, it's still fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you pro broccoli?
I'm absolutely pro broccoli.
Yeah, but you
I love
gotta
that.
you gotta steam it though, or saute it. If you dare air fry the broccoli or roast the broccoli, it's over. It's over. As soon as it get crispy, I'm here to eat like a tender, flavorful plant. I'm not here to eat like something that looks like it survived a forest fire.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
some people they like the roasted vegetable flavor. I'm just not a huge fan of it. Like carrots and potatoes, okay, you can get away with it. Squash, you're in dangerous territory. You're pushing it. When you get to broccoli, when you get to green beans, it's over. The ship has sunk.
How is the cooking art coming?
It's coming pretty well. I have to. This is a bit of a humorous story. See, the other day, I bought some heavy cream and I took it home because I wanted to make some like a sauce.
Mm.
So I'm cooking with my mom. We're in the kitchen, right? And I have my sauce. And it's thickening up,
Mm.
right? It's perfect. So we add. It's like perfect thickness, right? It's coating the spoon. It's beautiful. We add the chicken and we add the rigatoni. All right, we're
Okay.
mixing it around. Everything's great. But then, so in the instructions, it said to save a cup of pasta water
Mm.
and add, if necessary, to thin. Right?
Mhm.
If necessary.
Yeah.
So what my mom does is pick up the entire cup of pasta water and dump it into the skillet.
Oh, no.
And I'm just like, "Oh." That was kind of the gesture, expression, and sound that I made.
Yep.
And she's like, "What's the big idea?" And I'm just like, I was so distraught. I was like, it was so bad. It was like do you have a good comparison to it? It's like
Burning the Library of Alexandria.
yeah, it's like watching someone like just completely just like fumble something.
Mm.
It's like I don't know. It's like if you set somebody up with a job interview and they walk into like the interview and they just like throw up all over the interviewee, on the interviewer, and you're just like oh my god, it's like
How
that.
could you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hopefully my family
Mm.
doesn't see this.
we'll find out.
Hi,
Yeah,
Cynthia.
We'll see.
Yeah, comment below if you're watching.
Forgive me.
Yeah.
It happens.
I was just very very overcome with emotion at the time. It was very intense.
It's understandable.
I had I had a bee in my bonnet. I had my knickers in a twist, as they would say.
Mm. Yeah.
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 Well, that's a story of like one of your least favorite cooking memories. Do you have like one cooking memory that sticks out as like really awesome?
I'm trying to think.
Like you felt so accomplished after making a specific dish?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A long time ago. I say a long time ago. It was like 2018 or 20. I think it was 2019.
Mm.
Still a long time ago. Yeah, definitely 2019. No. Yes. 20. It was September of 2019.
Mhm.
All right. I'm on a camping trip
Okay.
with my Boy Scout troop,
Ooh.
and I have a Dutch oven.
Okay.
Right? I don't know if everyone knows what a Dutch oven is. It's basically like a big pot, and you put it over charcoals
Mhm.
to heat it like an oven. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the Dutch, but I made in a Dutch oven. I decided to make a lasagna.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Bold
lasagna.
move.
Yes, it was very bold. I was fighting exhaustion and a headache, and my assistant cook was kind of useless. No shade to him; he's a great guy, but
Mm.
in the moment he just wasn't carrying his weight. But we assemble the lasagna, we put it on the coals, we do the exact time, we check it. We take it out. It's beautiful. Like
Ooh.
this lasagna, and I received great commendations from everyone who
Ooh.
tasted it, and people even came in the morning after to get some lasagna.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
People trust me. I can have people vouch for me on this.
Yeah.
But everyone loved it. It was so great, except for one person because he was lactose intolerant, However, he did not mention this during the meal planning, so he kind of drew the short straw there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, everyone loved the lasagna. It was great. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to replicate that since.
Mm.
I tried to make lasagna again, but it just didn't turn out as well.
Yeah.
Did you have the Dutch oven though?
I did, but it came out. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Sometimes the first time's the charm.
Yeah.
You do it, it's perfect, and then every attempt after that, you can't replicate it. It's like the golden age of humanity or whatever that's like talked about, like the Greek philosophers talked about. Everything's great. Then there's the Silver Age, the age of like decline. There's the Bronze Age. Everybody's fighting and killing each other. It's like that.
Yeah.
Or so I'm told.
Something like that. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. Do you have a favorite dish to cook? Just generally, post lasagna.
Post lasagna, favorite dish to cook? I would probably say, chicken, rice, and beans has been a staple of my family for years.
Yeah.
It's usually very good. I mean, I tend to make a lot of different things, so I don't think I would say there's a particular dish that I like. I find myself coming back to, but there was a very good. There's this beef. It was a beef and broccoli. I think there was some rice as well. It was a beef and broccoli where I took some beef. I used like some soy and some sesame oil. Like you put the soy sauce in the pan, and it like gets this like it kind of cooks to get this like nutty flavor. It's like it was like on level with takeout. Like if you fed this to me at like a Chinese restaurant, I would tell you like the guy whipped it up back there. I wouldn't tell the difference.
Wow.
It's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I think I'm getting close to the ancient Chinese secret, which we all know is Calgon from the commercial from like the 80s or whatever. But there's this is a little bit of a sidebar, but it's relevant to the ancient Chinese secret.
Yep.
Is that there is a restaurant in Bedford, Massachusetts called the Great Wall. Do you know of this? All right, that's excellent. Well, on New Year's Eve, they have a buffet, and on New Year's Eve they don't take reservations.
Okay.
So you really have to fight with every other person in Western Mass to get a seat there. And we were incredibly fortunate last year. We sat down. Usually it's a 45-minute wait. We waited like 43 seconds.
Whoa.
And they called us. I don't know what happened. I guess maybe it was a glitch. We got moved to the end of the line. I don't know what happened. But we got in, we sat down, and I absolutely devoured everything. But the greatest thing they have is their tea. They bring you this little teapot, and you have these little teacups. It's like a green tea. I don't know what it is, but it is the best tea I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
And every year, I get so excited to go and have their tea. I'm very tempted to ask them, like, what is the tea? What flavor is it? What leaves they putting in?
Yeah.
I want to know. I don't think I'll ever know. I don't think they'll tell me. I think it's probably one of their best kept secrets.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping one day I may be able to reverse engineer it. I'll just need I'll have to get like a professional tea drinker into the restaurant so they can like taste it and like give me like the chemical profile,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then reverse engineer.
Yeah, that's what I got to do,
Yeah. I think you got it.
Yeah, I think you could do that.
I think you can ask.
Yeah.
I think they might tell
They
you.
might be kind enough to do that.
State secret, though.
Yeah, because the reason we know about the Great Wall is because the person who previously owned the apartment that my parents moved into in Melrose right after they gave birth to me. Well, only one of them gave birth. Yeah, Dad was kind of just along for the ride.
That's true.
But they both cared for me. And at the time when we moved in, they said that the guy was like, "Oh yeah, there's this place." It was like a magnet or something. Like, "Oh, I like a family member of mine owns this restaurant, or knows the people who own this restaurant, and you should go there." So we've been patrons of them ever since, and it's been greatly rewarding because I've drank the tea and eaten a lot of beef and broccoli, a lot of lo mein, a lot of chow mein, a lot of Peking ravioli, crab rangoons, you name it.
Wow.
It's probably on the menu.
Yeah, everything's on the menu. It's a buffet. There's but there's some foods that Chinese food shouldn't always be all you can eat.
Yeah.
Because you eat it, you go from full to starving. You eat it, you gorge yourself. You're like, oh my God, I can't eat anymore. And you're like, oh, and then 2 hours later, you're like, oh my God, I'm ravenous. So you go back to the buffet, and then you get kicked out for being there 4 hours. But that's just how life is.
Did that happen to you?
Hasn't happened to me yet, but I know it's happened to other people. But you hate the game, not the player.
Yeah,
That's true.
I agree. Have you ever been, Ronan?
No, I've not.
Oh my gosh.
Where did we go that one time? That was a place in South Chelmsford, though.
You're missing out. Oh, was it that ramen place?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what it was called, but it was good. It was good. I had a great ramen bowl. It was incredibly filling.
I think Lang Zang Star beat it, though. Shout out Drake It. Great Drake establishment.
Yeah, wasn't there like a chicken place you said, like near Methuen or something, that had really good chicken, but it's in a really skeevy part of town?
Yes. Ray Rock's Cafe Bar and Grill.
Wow.
It's inside a hotel that is just for housing homeless people.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Interesting.
Yes.
And they just serve chicken?
No, they just have good chicken. I think they changed the recipe though. It's not as good.
It's
Oh.
like when
very
they.
disappointing.
That's like when that Bertucci's, when they changed the
gosh.
recipe on the mac and cheese.
Yes.
It's never been the same. I
Someone's
remember,
speaking up.
core memory of mine eating Bertucci's mac and cheese for the first or second time while watching E.T. the movie. That's one of the greatest memories I have of my family. We were all sitting at a table. I was watching the movie. It was amazing. I've yet to return to that high.
Yeah. What'd you think of E.T.?
I think it's a very good movie. It was very good. I was pretty young when I watched this. So I didn't really know what was going on. But I think it's a very good film. I've come back to it since to fill in the gaps.
That's beautiful.
Nice.
Do you want to circle back finally? To your,
Yeah, we can circle back. We were circling back on
your
what was it? It was the
top four.
top four movies, and there was something else.
The
my
script.
script. Yes. So I'm also working on another short film this semester, which I can also speak about.
Yeah,
Yes, please
But
do.
I'll save that till the end.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think top four movies, I'd say we covered There Will Be Blood, we covered Iron Lung.
Yep.
Something else I've seen recently, I would say, I'm trying to think. I could talk about some movie-going experiences, which are often more potent than the films themselves. I'd say on a film, Top Gun Maverick I've came back to a lot.
Yeah.
It may not be. I think it's a good film, but it's also just like there's a lot of sequences where I'm just like I just want to watch that again.
Yeah.
It comes up in your YouTube algorithm. You just can't resist.
I'd
say, one of the top movie-going experiences for me was there was the movie Halloween Ends.
I've seen the original Halloween, but not. Halloween
It
Ends.
came out in I don't know, 2022 or 2023. It was not a very good movie. I mean, it was all right. It was it's a very mid movie. But when I saw it with some friends of mine, we went to O'Neill Cinema over in on down by 27. Went to O'Neill Cinema, right? And by Kimball Farm. And we went there at we had it because it was a half day at school.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we went there at noontime, and I got some chicken. I got like a chicken fingers or whatever because they had the food there. But we were the only people in the theater. We had the whole theater ourselves, so we were able to talk during the movie. So it was it was very funny.
Yeah.
We were able to make jokes and talk about things. We weren't really none of us were really super serious about the movie. We just wanted to see it. And that's kind of an experience. It's like when I watched Alien with some friends of mine because we had to watch it for class. We had to talk about some things. So it was over. It was pretty good. It was a great movie watching experience. Sometimes the experience of watching the film can be more important than the film itself. It's kind of like the merge. It's kind of like in a stage play versus a film where the film is the definitive thing that exists forever, whereas the play is all about the moment. And it's kind of when you're watching it with other people, it kind of comes together because you're immersed in the film, but you're also aware that you're watching with other people, so you can kind of chime and comment, and that's all happening in the moment. So you're there's a present that there's a present that you feel. That you can't really replicate if you're watching it by yourself, or you came back to it again at a later date.
Yeah.
Because the moment's passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's me with Black Adam.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I watched Black Adam on a flight. I think I was going to I was flying to Utah or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were on, I don't know what airline it was. I was watching because that was just there. I'm like, hey, I haven't seen Black Adam, so I watched Black Adam. I'm like, yeah, that was so mid.
What about FNAF 2?
Yeah, FNAF 2. We watched FNAF 2,
Yeah.
right? It was great. Yeah, when the credits rolled, I was like, absolute cinema. It was not absolute cinema, far from it, but it was enjoyable to watch. You know, yeah, I probably wouldn't watch it again. You know, but
That's okay.
first time around with some good friends, and if you're a longtime fan of the series, you know it's enjoyable. You know the fan service, the different things, the different references. You know it has its moments. There's a charm to it.
There it is. Yeah.
Do you have a go-to movie theater snack?
Ooh, I'd say, I mean, the movie theater popcorn, probably still the goat.
Yeah.
You know, the butter they put on it, it's not butter, obviously. It's like sunflower oil or something or other. You can make it at home.
Really?
Yeah, and it's all there's multiple videos on this. But I'd say probably the popcorn would be up there. Sometimes like sweet treats, like Lifesaver gummies, gummy bears. Junior mints. Junior mints are really good, good. But the popcorn's probably still the best. The only problem is that this might just be like a me thing, but whenever I have the popcorn, then I have the drink. You have to pee, right? But the problem is that I don't know if it's because you have to hold your pee during the movie because the film is just so good, or it's just I think it's because it like dries you out. Yeah. So like you think you have to pee, but you actually don't, and it like messes with you. But when you try to go to the bathroom after the movie, you can only go like halfway. Yeah. Like maybe it's like a muscular thing, but like it's awful. Like you have to go, like but you just can't do it. I've spoken to the people at AMC about this, but they couldn't help me.
While we wait for his word.
Yeah, while we wait for his word. You're not the chosen brother. Paul. Yeah, the Lord sometimes challenges us,
doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I felt very challenged in that moment after I watched Sinners. I had to pee so badly, but I couldn't. It was the third act was so peak that I couldn't go to the bathroom. Yeah, couldn't dare.
Yeah. Were you excited when Michael B. Jordan won the Oscar?
Yeah, I was very excited. It was a good movie. It was a very good movie. Probably one of the top movies of 2025. I also saw One Bad Left Another. Yeah. Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some like. Was it something that we talked about from that movie?
There's a few things. I think so.
I don't know. I think there was like a joke we were making back and forth. I don't know.
Sean.
I don't know. Yeah.
Lockjaw.
Yeah.
Or the I don't know if I can say it on the phone. the one of the final lines from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stole.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I can say it.
Overall, what did you think of the Oscars, though?
I thought it was good. I was there. I wasn't there I wasn't there for all of it. It was kind of late, and I'm like I was tired. I think I had a headache that night, so I just kind of laid down in bed, and I kind of just like I was kind of like like when you go to sleep and you're like really tired, but you don't like feel tired, but you feel your body, you feel like you feel like you're like
exhausted physically.
Yeah, like not like you're not like tired, like oh I'm so tired, but it's more like you're just like in this like state of like kind of discomfort and like pain. And you kind of lay down and you kind of feel like you're dying, like you feel like you can feel the Lord taking you, but then you just fall asleep and then you wake up the next day and you're like, oh man, I'm fine. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's a different feeling than like normally falling asleep. Because you normally fall asleep, you're like, oh man. But when you're like having like a headache and you're like just like sick and you're just like oh and you feel like you kind of feel hot and you're like oh my god and you just lay down and you're just like you're like that scene in Breaking Bad where Jesse does like the drugs and then he starts levitating. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But like you're like sinking into the bed like and Get Out, but like
Trainspotting.
Yeah, but
For
it's like
all the people who haven't watched it in this room.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you can just feel you can feel like you're just melting away.
Yeah.
It's a different. It's like I don't know. It's like those dreams you have like an out of body experience. Like sometimes I dream in the third person.
Really?
Like, I'm like in like the camera perspective, and I'm like watching something,
Mhm.
or sometimes I'm like disembodied and I'm just like seeing myself doing something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could go on, but
Yeah.
I'll be respectful of your time.
No.
No, I want to hear what you're.
Yeah.
The slash kill.
Yeah, I can speak to that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much I can speak about like violence and like committing bodily harm to others on the podcast. But I was having this dream the other day. I've had many strange dreams. But something that's very interesting is that pretty much in almost every one of my dreams, it's a very common theme, but I tend to find myself in physical altercations in my dreams very frequently. And something that's interesting is the dream logic, at least for me. I can't speak to other people because it's very very individual.
Yeah.
But like a lot of dreams where I'm like fighting people, if it's a video game dream, like there are some dreams that are real dreams and some that are video game dreams.
Mhm.
In video game dreams, like I sometimes have like a UI on my screen, or I have like a crosshair, and I'm not. It's not me moving,
Yeah.
but I'm like controlling a character, like a character with my mind,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like moving around. So sometimes I can like run really fast, or I can like leap over buildings, or like
Ooh.
fly and stuff. But it's really within the rules of the game, obviously.
Mhm.
But I had this dream that night where I was like fighting with this like person. Like we were in an altercation. I was trying to fight him, but I can't physically fight people in my dreams, like using like my fists and stuff.
Yeah.
I also can't use any kind of like edged weaponry.
Mhm.
Like if I in the dream I picked up like an item. I was trying to stab this guy repeatedly,
Mhm.
and it just wasn't working. Like the knife was it was going into him, but he kind of just laughed at me very like mockingly. I was very upset by this.
It's upsetting, yeah.
It's very I was very upset. We had this like whole altercation, but because he killed multiple people, and I had to stop him.
Yeah.
But and he was going to escape. So what I had to do is I had to open up the console and I typed /kill for Minecraft, and it worked. You know, because I felt like I was upset because it was cheating.
Yeah.
You know, because I was using cheats, but I had no choice.
Was there any drops? Any items they dropped?
No, well, it happened off screen. Like I think I think I was trapped in this pit at one point. And I was in this field or something next to this building. I don't really know. Like the environment morphs. Like those AI videos where the AI Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that where things are just kind of happening and places morph from one to the other like seamlessly. People appear and disappear. Sometimes my body turns into like different things. I had a dream where like I was being chased by this person and they turn into like a lion or something. A lot of dreams. I'm fighting things or being chased by things. Just the other night I had a dream. I was in this last night I was in this building, right? I was walking down this pathway. I had climbed over this fence, and I was in this building. And I was being like, there was this woman crouched in the corner with like dark robes, who then rose and started running after me.
Mhm.
And it was reminiscent of, have you played Lethal Company?
No, sorry.
All right. Well, there's this little like ghost girl that's like a reference to The Shining that chases after you, and that's what the person was doing in my dream. So we were just going in circles, and eventually, then it stopped, and I tricked a friend of mine, a roommate of mine, to be chased in circles by a cabbage. That was a great time. It was very strange, but many a times I'm being chased by usually things from video games.
Yep.
I've had dreams where I've been chased by the cave dweller, the man from the fog, the jester from Lethal Company, various creatures. I find myself being chased by various people, various creatures, but I'm very proficient at running in my dreams. I have many dreams where I'm running, and running is actually, this is like unpopular opinion, this is like 10th dentist type stuff. But running in dreams is easier than real life, because in real life, I have to breathe and my back hurts. But in dreams, I don't have that problem. I can just run, and because I don't have to actually breathe air or do that whole respiratory thing.
Yeah.
It's like it feels like so like it's very like lightweight and like pretty much it practically it's so easy, because I don't feel like I'm like dying every time I like start breaking into a jog.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if other people have this experience, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have your dreams ever inspired any of your AI slop?
I'm not necessarily. Maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe not directly.
Okay.
I could try recreating some of my dreams, but it would be very hard. I have to like storyboard it out because
Mm.
I can pretty much tell you. I don't know if other people have this, but when it comes to imagination in my dreams, like I can tell you exactly where. Like when I imagine things, when I dream things, I kind of just like take like either consciously or subconsciously. I just like take like images and different things I've seen, and just like kind of just mash them all together. Like
Mhm.
when I see when I see somebody in my dream, or I remember it, when I wake up, I know exactly what it is. I know who it is, who I'm speaking with, and like what the context was.
Mm.
I remember all that, so it's less of like a mystery of like, oh, what was this person doing? Like, oh yeah, it was just that person. They were just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, we are back and we are ready to launch into our final podcast segments.
Yes.
Very sad. Very sad.
It's
coming
okay.
to an end, but
But
it's been a great episode. So
it
far,
has.
everything.
I
Yes.
think so.
Yes. So, our question from last week's guest, Sebastian, he would like to know, what is your favorite niche genre of music?
Niche genre of music? Gotta think about this. Favorite niche genre of music? I don't know how much what qualifies as like niche, like super niche, or like
Go
whatever.
as niche or not niche as you want.
I'd probably if I have to be a niche a music filled niche maxer right now, I'd probably say probably dark synth.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
a good
All right.
answer.
All
Yeah.
right.
Ronan, would you like to answer the question too?
I'm surprised it wasn't Minecraft mod OSTs.
That's also very good. It's also very good. Big fan of the Twilight Forest OST.
Mhm.
The Aether
Mm.
has some great music. Even the Mutant More with the Mutant Wither Skeleton theme.
Yeah.
That haunts me.
Well, that
Mm.
Create Estrogen soundtrack. I hear it a
Oh
lot from you.
yes, the Create Estrogen soundtrack. I don't know if we're ever going to get a piece of music as transformative as that album.
Mhm.
I listen to a lot of music that like inner self realization from the Create Estrogen soundtrack may be one of like the greatest piece of music ever composed.
Wow.
It captures a very specific feeling. You
Mhm.
have to once you listen to it, like once you understand it, it feels like your third eye opens.
Mhm.
You go from just from seeing the world to understanding it. It's impossible to. It's very. I couldn't articulate it.
Yeah.
You just have to listen to it and just feel it. It has to come out of you.
And then your chakras will align.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah, I don't really have an answer to that question. I don't get niche.
Yeah.
Favorite niche song? North Korea orchestra, Killing in the Name.
Wow.
Fascinating.
It's a
take.
great
Good.
song. It's a great rendition.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Yeah.
I haven't either, but I'll have to listen.
Yeah.
All right, home.
Yeah.
All right. And your question for next week's guest?
What is your favorite type of tree?
An important question.
Very good question.
Yeah.
Yes,
One of my favorites.
One of mine, too. Yes. All right. Now it is time for rapid
fire questions.
Right.
Yes, we're going to do this a little bit differently this time, where we'll
Yes.
each ask a question. Ronan, you'll ask a question too, maybe?
I'll ask a question.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to have our audience members start, if that's okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do counterclockwise. Is that all right? All right, you guys might recognize this voice from episode 20. I don't
Something.
know. You'll have to
20-something.
recognize it. You'll have to tell us.
I will. I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
I was just wondering if you ever go. What's your go-to order whenever you go to like a classic diner, like a breakfast diner?
If I'm having for breakfast,
Yeah, for breakfast.
I would probably say I'd probably say a Belgian waffle with some syrup. If they have strawberry syrup, even better. Or maybe some chocolate as well. You can do both. Put some whipped cream on that as well. Maybe also We'll get the waffle. Maybe get in some sausages. Pork sausage is all right. Turkey sausage, big proponent. You know, I think more people have gotta put turkeys on the menu. Yeah, get some sausage in there. Get some Belgian waffle. What about else? I'm a orange juice, maybe some orange juice or some kind of juice. I'm a diehard milk drinker.
Yep.
All right, they can't stop us. You know, if you don't like to drink milk, I don't know what to tell you, man. Skill issue. You know, you're missing out.
Also food related. Going down the line, each of you say what your favorite type of milk is.
Ooh. Start with me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to say loud. I think banana milk, honestly.
Banana?
Yeah.
Banana milk.
Yes.
I like chocolate milk.
For regular consumption, I'd probably say skim milk. I know, it's terrible. It's not water masquerading as milk, as some say, but it's an acquired taste. Once you drink it, you can never go back.
What about you?
Of the true milks, skim milk. That's what I was raised on. I was raised, unfortunately, in a skim milk household. No whole allowed.
Oh.
But a fake milk's chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Ingredient household.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you, audience members, for your
Thank
questions,
you.
and thank you for attending.
Woo!
You guys should go back and watch their episodes if you haven't.
Yes.
Yes.
And you can figure out which voices they are.
Exactly. You'll have to watch them all through.
Match the name to the face.
Exactly. Ronan?
Ronan.
All right. In World War III, what front would you want to be deployed to?
Do I have a selection to pick from?
So we're doing Eastern Europe,
All right.
Iran, Taiwan, Korea. If you have any other ideas.
I mean, if I'm doing Eastern Europe, probably get blown up by drones. If I do Taiwan, I'm getting my skull caved in by the Chinese robots. I don't really know. Maybe Iran.
Yeah.
Because the desert's pretty open. I like the dry heat. You know, depends. The Taliban might help out if things get really bad. You know, it'll be every man for himself.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Nice.
Yeah.
My turn.
Owen?
As I know, you are a big fan of spreadsheets.
Yeah, I'm a very big spreadsheet proponent. You know, later this week, I plan to make a new spreadsheet. It'll be one of the greatest spreadsheets I've ever created, honestly.
And I wanted to ask you what you think so far the greatest spreadsheet is that you've ever created.
I can speak to that, definitely. The greatest spreadsheet currently has been the spreadsheet that I made for over winter break. My friends and I did a Minecraft mod pack where we used HBM Nuclear Craft. It's a mod where you can build nuclear weapons and do different nuclear sciences. And there are special bedrock ore nodes, and that produce ore at a certain rate. And you can use a series of machines to refine it and use different chemicals. So naturally, I had to figure out the ore production rates and the materials required, the energy required, and how many machines.
Yep.
And it scales. It doubles, so it scales exponentially. So I made a whole bunch of spreadsheets detailing all the different ore nodes, their different qualities, the machines, and all of the different amounts of fluids and resources required to make it. It took a good solid week of my life, but it's color coded, it's beautiful, it's extremely readable, and it helped us do wonders.
It's beautiful.
That's wonderful. Can I ask a quick follow-up? What's the spreadsheet that's coming this week?
The spreadsheet that's coming is for my Minecraft mod I'm planning called the Slop Thickens, where the player the goal of the Slop mod is to take distant mechanics and bring them together and create a new meta where the player has to engage in the breadth of the game rather than following a more narrow progression path and rewarding the player for exploring and engaging with lesser, more forgotten mechanics, who does archaeology, who makes lingering potions, who makes tipped arrows. Nobody. Well, this time you're gonna do it because it's gonna be needed for the slop. The slop is data driven. So what you're gonna do, I need the spreadsheet for is to calculate series of formulas the slop pot uses.
Mhm.
When you make slop and you combine ingredients, there's a whole series of numbers and formulas that are used in these calculations.
Mhm.
So I need to make a spreadsheet that details every possible named slop you can make, its respective ideal values, how much what their respective range is, and then put that into the formula. So that way I can experiment and then use that directly to make the interactable slop demo for playtesting purposes before I actually start compiling the mod.
Wow.
Data driven.
That's wonderful.
Yes,
Yeah.
it'll be beautiful. You'll have the
Yes.
luxury of playing it within the coming weeks.
I know. I
Whoa.
can't wait.
Yeah.
This is exciting. Yes. Can I ask my other final rapid fire question? I don't want to get greedy with two. But so you go to school in Ithaca? I
Yeah.
hope that's okay to share with our audience.
Yeah, that's fine.
What
I
do
have
you-
the shirt on.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think everybody should do in Ithaca when they visit?
Everyone, depends how long you're visiting for.
One day.
One
Sorry.
day, I'd say the best things to do would be to see the falls and to the falls are very pretty, very good. We have a lot of falls, some of the best falls. But also to see the local sites and local eateries, some very good places to eat.
Mhm.
They fill up. Do not go to the Yellow Deli.
Okay.
Okay.
Do not go to the Yellow Deli. It's run by the 12 tribes. They're basically a cult. They don't say that, but but basically. But they also the sandwiches are like so.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of great places to eat. Ithaca Ale House. Not Rufina's. That's in Chelmsford. There's a great Italian place on the way up near. Oh man, what is it called? I don't remember it, but it's near the movie theater and the Best Buy.
Okay.
But it's great. It's a great Italian place. They have very good pizza.
No.
Okay, great. All
I'll have to
right.
look out. Near
Yes.
the Best Buy.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we've wrapped up rapid fire
Yes.
questions. Any final words?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yes.
And thank you to Ronan as well.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
And thank you to our audience.
Our audience.
Yeah.
Any final words?
This morning I can leave you with this. This morning I was thinking of about an African proverb I read several years ago
Yes.
that says, if a madman steals your clothes, leaving you naked, do not chase him, for the people will not be able to tell who the madman is.
Wow.
Mm.
That's beautiful.
Inspiring.
Inspiring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Should we leave it at that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Much
may
to
as
think
well.
about.
That's beautiful.
Will, can you mog for the camera?
There we go. Yes.
I think that's how we should end it.
I think that's how we should end it. Thank you for watching the podcast. We'll see you next week.
Woo!
Woo! Thank you.